You've all had questions about sleep, and we're here to help you find them. Dr. Sunny Pandita with the Sleep and Lung Clinic of Utah is an expert in sleep medicine. I'm Jordan Bradford, and this is Healthy Lifestyles, Rest and Distress.
Both light and noise are very closely related to your ability to have a good night of sleep. Light is a stimulant, and our internal body clock is strongly impacted by the timing of the light. When we are exposed to a direct light from either a TV screen or a computer monitor or an iPad, it acts as a signal to the brain that it's time to stay awake. Nature has hardwired our brain to interpret the light signal as a wakefulness stimulus, and that's what it tends to do. And we are entrained to be sleeping when it's dark. So any light stimulus has the effect of keeping you awake. Modern life, when we have so much light around us because of electronic devices or even just the ambient light in the rooms, if they're not dark enough, then that will make it harder to sleep. Noise again is another stimulant, and there are some noises which are beneficial for sleep and what we will call white noise. Those are noises which are the same, like a monotonous same type of noise, which can help your brain relax and help you sleep. That can be typically like a noise of a constant fan or a refrigerator or light music. That can be beneficial to your sleep. So not all noise is bad, but if it's loud noise or the noise coming from a TV, that's bad because the volume of that changes. Like the ads are louder or there is music, those are louder, so that's not the same monotonous that can be stimulating to the brain. A lot of people in the modern day and age have a hard time winding down. You know, they have had a busy day, things are stressful at work, and when they try and sleep, that daytime stress is ongoing for them, and it's hard to kind of shut down the brain. It doesn't work to flip off a switch and say, okay, I'm going to sleep. People typically need to work at it. The simplest way to do is have at least a designated time to wind down before actually getting into bed, which we sometimes will call designating a worry time. That you have a 15-minute or a 30-minute period of time when you try and relax. You can think of the issues that have been going on during the day or the things you're planning for the next day, so that they are off your chest already. And by the time you get into bed, they're not still constantly playing into your head. And that can help reduce some of it, even though it's not an absolute thing, but it does help promote better sleep, that if you can leave the worry behind before getting into bed. Yes, most electronic devices are not conducive to good night's sleep, not only from light, but also from the interaction you're having with the electronic device, because you're either reading a text or sending a text or looking at a website, that in itself is activating your brain and actually telling the brain to stay awake, not shut down and go to sleep. So that's not helpful. Herbal supplements or sleep aids can sometimes be used to help improve your sleep pattern, but in general we feel any type of medication which you become habitual or which you become dependent on is not a good thing. Certain things we feel are helpful, especially like scented oils, which will make you feel relaxed. If they promote an environment where you feel you can wind down, they are helpful. There are certain over-the-counter medications which can be helpful, but they need to be taken with care because some of them are not regulated in the amount you're taking, maybe too much or too little, and you want to know what you're getting. And that's one difficulty we have had. Physicians in general have with herbal medications, that they're not regulated, and the amount in each brand you're getting may be way out of proportion to what your body may need. So you want to be very careful when taking herbal medications. We see more and more people using stimulants like caffeine and energy drinks to stay awake and function during the day. While modest doses of caffeine are okay to take, but in the amount of caffeine which we see in energy drinks is way excessive, and people end up not being able to sleep well at night when they have too much caffeine on board. And we also feel that the timing of stimulants is very critical, and in general we feel we should not be consuming any caffeinated beverages after 4 to 6 o'clock, depending on their usual bedtime. There should be at least a 4 to 6 hour gap between your last caffeine intake to your usual bedtime.